race for Champions League heats up a notch over in Ligue, as of course Marseille and Nice currently occupy two of the old Champions League spots. But of course, what's going to change this weekend? We'll take a little look next. Video today. We look forward to match number 27 over in Lille, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe to keep your bang up to date with all things League One related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to here, boys. And one Rooski. That's right. Of course, PSG got back to winning ways. Of course, after the hiccup the previous weekend, but of course, business as usual for the champions elect, of course. But what's going to happen this next week? Of course, it could all change. Of course, it could. We'll take a look at it. All of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the patrons, guys. Thank you for loving, of course, behind the scenes. Well done to you guys for supporting the channel. But of course, let's get into it and revisit the games that take past weekend. Of course, bring you back up to date with the prediction league. So here we go. Monaco, what's going on with them? 2-1 loss to Reims, of course. I went with a 3-1 win myself. Meanwhile, Clermont picked up a draw against Bordeaux. Called it, lads. Called it. Meanwhile, ESTAC Troyes also drew with Marseille. Big result for them. Of course, Marseille slipping up a little bit. Meanwhile, Metz also with a draw up against Nantes. I called that one as well. Montpellier with a 4-2 loss against Rennes. I went with a 2-1 win for the hosts. Lyon did also lose to Lille, of course, at home. Big win for Lille on the road. PSG back to winning ways, 3-1 win. I went with a 4-1 win, not too shabby there. Strasbourg with a 0-0 draw against Nice, which was very, very nice. And of course, I went with a 2-2 draw myself. Angers, of course, lost at home to Lens. And of course, Stade Brest picked up a loss also against Lorient. Let's take a look at that table. PSG, of course, running away with it. Pochettino's going to win the title, but nobody really gives a shit. Meanwhile, Marseille, of course, sitting in second spot, 47 points on the board. Nice are in third with 46. And then it's Rennes and, of course, Strasbourg chasing with Lens, not too far away either. Down the foot it is Bordeaux going down, Saint-Étienne back in trouble, and also Metz as well. Actually, 4 teams on 22 points. It could all change, though, with Lorient and Clermont foot still in a bit of trouble as well. Kicking on forward then, shall we take a look at, of course, the mini leaderboard for this week and this week alone. Take a bloody bow. Vinny Hong and Winky kicking ass and taking names. Well done to you guys. And a big shout out to my VIPs. They're the patrons, guys. Thank you for your love, of course, right there, right now. Let's take a look at, of course, the mini leaderboard. This is the second half of the season leaderboard. Costas K is running away with it, 42 points on the board. And, of course, big love for the patrons who are doing very, very well, supporting the guys. That's what we are. Let's take a look at, of course, the predictor of the month for the month of Feb. It is, of course, a brand new month. The winner of the predictor of the month is the persons that accumulate the most points over the course of the month of February. Of course, you can win multiple months and you can be multiple winners. And of course, you will join the Wall of Fame if you are victorious in the end. And of course, the winner will be selected from the Wall of Fame and they'll get a prize at the end of it. Probably an e-coupon for some Blackburn Overseas love. That's what it is. Let's take a look at, of course, the winner or winners. It's Costas K and Jimmy Watt. Well done to you guys. Big shout out to Jim there, of course, patrons, so maybe you get a bit of love on return there for all this love sending my way. Of course, you might get some in return. Frosty's up there, of course, a whole host of you. Some familiar names. It's quite a wide open race as well. I don't think anyone's got double dips on that one. Anyone got double dips? I don't think so. I can't see. I'm just scanning over there, but I don't think so. So wide open. You can get your name in there for the month of March. Of course, best start now if you want to get involved with it. This is the current leaderboard, the master leaderboard. Of course, who's going to be the outright winner? It is Hans Wars with 122 points on the board with Felix 77. Not too far away either. It is a quite tight race. I think top 10, top 11, maybe within a realistic shot of winning. I'd say top 16. Anyone who's in triple digits has a real good chance to do it. It's still got a lot of points to be on the offering, but it could all change this weekend as well. So let's get into it. This is the link, Cutley/League 1. So get amongst it right here, right now. So let's jump in the deep end. Of course, kicking it all off with Saint-Étienne up against Metz, of course. Let's get into the deep end. Take place on Sunday, March the 6th. Of course, now these two sides have played each other 28 times since 1983. 13 wins to Saint-Étienne, 7 wins to Metz, and 8 draws. Of course, Saint-Étienne coming to this just 2 defeats to pass 6, 58% form. Meanwhile, Metz just 1 win to 6 for them, 42% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round though in Saint-Étienne was back in February, so 1-0 win for Saint-Étienne. Of course, the reverse fixture in Metz back in October was a 1-1 draw as well. Metz though do come into this on the back of a 0-0 draw against Nantes. In fact, back-to-back clean sheets as well, back-to-back 0-0s for Metz heading into this one. Meanwhile, Saint-Étienne did come into this on the back of a 3-1 loss against PSG. The odds though for this one, of course, Saint-Étienne 20-99, they are your favourites. 21-10 is your draw, and 10-3 is your long shots. That's of course FC Metz going to back the host here with a 1-0 win for Saint-Étienne. Can also get themselves out of the relegation zone maybe and moving up the table. Kicking off always Lorient up against Lyon on Friday night. Now these two sides have played each other 31 times in 1988. 6 wins for Lorient, 16 wins for Lyon, and 9 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat though in the past 4 for Lorient. 42% form up against the Lyon side who've picked up just 1 win and 4 for themselves. Of course, 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around though, over in Lorient, it was a 1-1 draw. That was back in September 2020. The reverse fixture though in Lyon back in September was a 1-1 draw as well. Kicking off with the away sides only won once in the past 5 games, of course, and that was when Lorient beat Lyon over in Lyon back in 2017. Of course, Lorient picking up a 1-win over Brest. Of course, Lyon picking up a 1-0 loss against Lille last time around. The odds, though, for this one, we have Lorient 3-1 for the victory, 20-17 on is your Lyon, and 11-4 is your draw. Going to go with a 2-0 win for the away side here, even though they've been pretty poo. Kicking off forward, it is Nantes up against Montpellier over in Nantes. Of course, this will be on Sunday, the 6th of March as well. 40 times they played each other since 1993, 60 wins for Nantes, 14 wins for Montpellier, and 10 draws. Just one defeat though in the past 6 games for Nantes right now, 75% form. Up against Montpellier side, just 1 win and 5 for them, 33% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around though, over in Nantes, it was a 2-1 win for Montpellier. That was back in May 2021. The reverse fixture this season, back in October, was a 2-0 win for Montpellier over in Montpellier. Nantes though coming to this on the back of a 0-0 draw against Metz, and Montpellier picking up a 4-2 loss against Rennes last time around. The odds here, 11-10 is your host, 11-5 is your draw, 11-4 is your away win. So Nantes are your favourites. I'm going to go with them as well with a 2-1 win. Back in the bookies on this one. Kicking off was Bordeaux up against ESTAC Troyes. Of course, bit of a relegation 6-pointer over in Bordeaux at the Mammoth Atlantique. Played each other 21 times since 1999. 11 wins for Bordeaux, 6 wins for Troyes, and 4 draws. Just 1 win the past 6 games for Bordeaux right now, 33% form. Meanwhile, Troyes also coming to this on the back of just 1 win in 6, 33% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around in Bordeaux was a 2-1 win for Bordeaux back in August 2017. The reverse fixture in Troyes was also a 2-1 win for Bordeaux. Bordeaux have actually won 5 wins at the 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 against Troyes over the course of the last 5 competitive matches. Meanwhile, Bordeaux coming to us on back-to-back draws, back-to-back 1-1 draws. Meanwhile, Troyes also coming to us on the back of a 1-1 draw themselves against Marseille. The odds, though, for this one, what are we looking at here? We are looking at Bordeaux 5-4 for the victory, 20-10 is your draw, and 12-5 is 12-5 is your draw. 12-20, which was 2-1, 22-10, 21-10 is your away win. That is Troyes on this one. Bloody hell, back the draw on this one, 1-1 in the end. Kicking off forward is Nice, which will be very, very nice. They're going to be taking on PSG. A bit of a zinger this one. The Allianz Riviera, of course, played each other 47 times since 1994. 30 wins for Nice, 24 wins for PSG, and 10 draws. Just 1 defeat in the past 4 games for Nice, of course, 58% form. Meanwhile, PSG just two defeats in the past 6 for them, 67% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around in Nice, it was a 3-0 win for PSG. That was back in September 2020. They did play each other in the Coupe de France this season in PSG. It was a 6-5 win for Nice. I think that was penalties as well. But they also played each other in the Ligue, and it was a 0-0 draw as well. So, what I'm trying to say is, over the last 3 matches, they were all in Paris. And, of course, PSG picked up just the 1 win out of those 3 games. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Of course, coming at you, though, Nice pick up a 0-0 draw against Strasbourg. PSG pick up a 3-1 win over Saint-Étienne. It is in Nice, which is very, very nice. And, of course, a 16-5 for them for the victory. 3-1 is draw, and 4-3 on is your PSG. I'm back in the host here. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Nice, which will be very, very nice. And, of course, Pochettino will probably get fired if, of course, even though they're top bins, of course, this is pre the Champions League, so he could be on the ropes. He'll lose here, he could be on the ropes, of course, if he loses to Real Madrid in the second leg, of course. Kicking off always Marseille up against Monaco. Another zinger chicken dinner, of course, on this one. Of course, taking place on Sunday. Play each other, of course, according to my eyes, 56 times in 1993, 24 wins for Marseille, 80 wins for Monaco, and 14 draws. Just 1 defeat the past 5 games for Marseille, 58% form. Meanwhile, Monaco just 1 defeat the past 6, 67% form for them. However, haven't won in 3 for them. Meanwhile, last time in Marseille, it was a 2-1 win for Marseille. That was back in December 2020. The reverse fixture in Monaco was a 2-2 win for Marseille as well. Marseille coming to us on the back of a draw against Troyes. Meanwhile, Monaco did lose to Reims last time around. The odds here are 13-10 is your host, 2-1 is your draw, and 25 is your away win. That's Monaco. Going to go with the host here, of course, my boys, Marseille, 2-0 win for them over Monaco to maintain their top 2 status. Kicking on forward is Lille. They're going to be taking on Clermont Foot, of course, taking place over at the Stade Pierre-Mauroy. Played each other just the 1 time to 21, and it was 1 win out of 1 for Clermont Foot. Meanwhile, Lille coming to us just 1 defeat past 4 for them, 42% form. Meanwhile, Clermont Foot just 1 defeat past 5 for them, 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, that one and only match was, of course, back in Clermont Foot back in October, and it was a 1-0 win way back when. Lyon, of course, Lille picked up a 1-0 win over Lyon last time around. Of course, Clermont Foot picked up a draw against Bordeaux. The odds here, 10-7 on is your host, of course, 5-2 is your draw, and 17-4 is your away win. There's, of course, Clermont Foot. Going to go with the host here, 3-1 win for them to make it back-to-back wins for them. Kicking off always Lens, taking on Brest HSC. Of course, locking horns on the Saturday, 5th of March. 18 times they played each other since 2008. 7 wins for Lens, 8 wins for Brest, and 3 draws. Of course, Lens, though, unbeaten in the last 3. Of course, 42% form. Meanwhile, Brest just one win in the past 5, and then 42% form for them at the moment as well. Last time around in Lens, it was a 2-1 win for Lens. That was back in December 2020. The reverse fixture, though, in Brest was a 4-1 win for Brest back in November. Of course, Lens with the 2-1 win over Angers. Of course, Brest did lose to Lorient as well last time round. 10-7 on is your host. Of course, 13-5 is your, and 50-4 is your away win. Quite tight this one. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Lens. On this one, into the final 2, it is Reims up against Strasbourg. That's right, taking place, of course, on Sunday as well. Of course, most of the games are on Sunday. Play each other, of course, 14 times since 2006. 7 wins for Reims, 4 for Strasbourg, and 3 draws. Just 1 defeat though in the past 4 for Reims. 42% form up against the Strasbourg side. Just 1 defeat past 6 for them. 67% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around in Reims, it was a 2-1 win for Reims back in November 2020. The reverse fixture, of course, in November was, of course, a 1-1 draw. That's Strasbourg, of course. Reims picked up a 2-1 win over Monaco last time around. Strasbourg drawing with Nice, which was very, very nice. Also picking up back-to-back draws as well, heading into this one. Reims 12-5 for the victory, 7-5 as Strasbourg 90-10. It's draw quite tight on this one. The away side are the bookies' favourites. I've gone with a 1-1 draw myself on this one. And then wrapping it up, it will be, of course, Rennes up against Angers in Rennes, of course. Played each other 20 times in 2004, 12 wins for Rennes, 3 for Angers, 5 draws, of course. Just 1 win. I say 1 defeat at the past 4 games for Rennes, 67% form. Meanwhile, Angers, I've lost 5 in the bouts, of course, 17% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around in Rennes, it was a 2-1 win for Angers back in October 2020. The reverse fixture, though, in Angers was a 2-1 win for Angers as well. So Angers have actually won 3 of the last 4 in competitive action over Rennes. Of course, the one and only win for Rennes was, of course, in Angers back in April 2021, of course. Meanwhile, Rennes pick up a 4-2 win over Montpellier, back-to-back wins for them. Meanwhile, Angers pick up back-to-back losses. In fact, 4 losses on the bounce, of course. They don't anticipate them to win this one either. 94 on is your Rennes, 60-5 is your draw, and 8-1 is your Angers. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Rennes on this one to take it to the house. That is, of course, my picks for this match. Be sure to get your own picks in as well. Cut your of course, better still, hit me up, of course, with a subscribe button. And make sure you hit the old thumbs up as well. It does wonders for the old algorithm. But that, my friends, is it. Be sure to give it some love. And, of course, I'll see you soon when we come back around. But until then, be safe out there. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Until then, we're done for now.